Hello and welcome to this edition of Iron Sports, and I am Jermaine Brown. Well, in this edition, it's all about track and field as we zoom in on the recent documentary released by German broadcasters ARD, which indicated Jamaicans returning positive results for the banned drug clenbuterol in reanalysis from the 2008 Beijing Olympics. We also take a look at the UTEC Track and Field Classics coming up this weekend. As usual, let us know what you think by heading to our Facebook page, Iron Sports JA. We take a break, but stick around. When we come back, we go to where else but the track. Soon come. Right then, welcome back to Iron Sports. The ninth staging of the UTEC Track and Field Classic takes place this Saturday at the National Stadium, and is promising some top-class competition. Now, the meet, dubbed the Clash of Champions, is expected to attract some 800 athletes from the elite level, leading colleges, as well as high schools, prep and primary schools. Right then, we're joined on set now by Paul Francis, the competition director of the UTEC Classic, and Olympic 400-meter hurdles finalist Genevieve Russell. Welcome to Iron Sports. And let me say a very special welcome, Genevieve. This is your first time.
Yes.
And we're going to be having some fun. Paul, welcome back.
Thank you for having us.
Let me start with you. The ninth staging. I mean, time flies, has it not? All of this year, ninth. I mean, and it seems like only yesterday the meet was on board. But how are things with just a few days to go?
Well, just a few days ago, then, people would be concerned about what exactly they're going to see. And I have been receiving entries from the persons who have indicated a desire to compete. And all I can actually say is that it is mouth-watering. It is simply mouth-watering. Not one event, not two events, but many events. Yeah. The top persons available locally will be on show this Saturday.
I know you're a man of your word, so go ahead and tell me about some of the athletes who will be there to make it such a mouth-watering meet.
Well, today being Thursday and our event being on Saturday, I don't know if I'd want to tell you who is going to be there, but I can tell you, for example, that one of our blue ribbon events, the 100 meters, has persons like Johan Blake, has Zanel Hughes, who looked extremely good earlier this season. It has the top of the top persons right here. Javon Minzy, all of them have been entered to compete in this weekend's meet. The women's 400 has taken a bit of attention lately, and the top people will be there. Mark you, we have persons like bronze medalist Sherika Jackson and Stephanie Ann McPherson who will be heading 200 meters. Yeah. But all the top athletes, really, with the exception of Sir Usain, have been entered for this meet.
Any new events this year?
No. What the UTEC Classic does is that it tries to put focus on those events where Jamaican athletes are doing extremely well, particularly locally. For example, there may not have been much emphasis on the sprint hurdles for men in recent times. But this year, we have had 3 qualifiers for the last 3 or so global meets. Right. We have had Hansa Parchment doing well, we have Deuce Carter doing well, and all of them will be here at the UTEC Track and Field Classic on Saturday against a new wonder boy, Ronald Levy, who just ran 13.41 last weekend.
Yeah, coming of age, Ronald Levy. How pleasing is that before I move quickly to Jenny?
Well, it's always good to see athletes prove themselves on the track.
Former Statesman, he's getting it right.
He seems to be getting it right, so this weekend we should have quite a clash going on.
Genevieve is also one of your top athletes who will be at the meet. Genevieve, we know you are, of course, Commonwealth bronze medalist and the 400-meter hurdles Olympic finalist, but will you be contesting your pet event at the meet?
No, I will not be contesting it. I'll be in the 400 meters. Yes.
Why the 400 and not the 4 hurdles?
The decision was Paul's decision. I'm not sure, but you have to try and balance out. No, I'm not afraid. You have to try and balance it out because I'll be doing my pet event is 4 hurdles, so I need to get the flat 4 correct. So I think that's the reason why they're making me run the flat 4. I need to get balancing with my 4 hurdles and a flat 400.
Yeah, and how has the season been progressing for you?
The season's been going on really well. This is my second 400 for the season. I'm getting better, getting faster, and I'm hoping to finish the season injury-free.
Yeah. Paul, getting quickly back to you now. And there are a few elite-level meets in the country now. UTEC Classic being one of them, the Jamaica Invitational, the Racers meet as well, even the UWI meet. How do you now compete for sponsors and even attention from both athletes and supporters?
That will always be difficult because, you know, sponsors need to get value for the money, one. And so we have to ensure that the production of what we're doing is correct and the marketing of the meet is correct. But the athletes need the opportunity to compete. Not all athletes are privileged to be able to leave the shores of Jamaica to find competition outside of Jamaica. So the fact that we have the plethora of meets is a good look in terms of our progress and development. Yeah. It allows everybody to, because what the competition really is about is towards a big goal. Coaches need to get their athletes prepared for the big prize. For 2017, it's the World Championships.
Right.
And to get there, you need to pass the trials.
Yeah.
You know, so it's oftentimes strategic as to where you run, how you run, and against whom you run.
Yeah. You mentioned World Championships, but even before we get to the World Championship, there is the pen relays, and I know the UTEC Classic is used over the years by athletes and schools to prepare for the pen relays, both the colleges and the high schools. Are they looking to do the same this year, and what are you expecting from the colleges and the high school athletes and at the meet?
Well, yes, the high school athletes will definitely like the UTEC Classic being where it is, because you find that every other meet from January or from December coming up, they run in classes. The UTEC Classic is the only meet which offers them an opportunity to run their best school team, the team which is likely to go to the pen relays. Of course, they are usually hindered by the fact that Character Games is on the same weekend and some of the top athletes are away. Right. But they try to put together their good units to have a feel for what their team is going to do at the pen relays.
Quickly coming back to Genevieve now. Genevieve, you are clearly onto the senior level now. I see you wearing your Puma gear there. Are you fully a professional athlete now?
Yes, I am.
Yes, and how has that been since you've turned officially pro?
There's no different, just wearing a different brand. Keeping the same focus, just training. It's just wearing the Puma, and I'm proud to be an ambassador for them. Yeah.
Now, at the back end of last season, I know you had some injury concerns, even going to the World Championships. How is that now?
I'm injury-free right now. I hope to continue that way. It's like last year. I was injury-free during this year. It was an unexpected injury. But I'm working really hard with the strength work, core, and just keeping all muscles and just keeping focused. I'm hoping for an injury-free season this year.
And what is it like for you to carry on a mantle that was previously carried by Elaine Walker and even Khalees Spencer while they were at MVP UTEC?
To me, it is very pressuring because I want to be the best. I want to keep the 4 hurdles in Jamaica and especially an MVP club. So I can say sometimes I pressure myself a lot to say that I look up to Elaine Walker, I look up to Deanne Hemmings, and I want to be that person. I like to see them compete because at a younger age, I didn't know it was this hard. Watching them on TV, seeing what they go through in high school, it's a different level. So right now, I'm just focusing on me and hoping to be the best I can be.
Yeah. Quickly, final question for you both. First, you, Genevieve, what's your main target for this season? I know the World Championships is coming up.
My main target this season is to be on the World Championship team, injury-free. Yeah. And going into the World Championship, I want to be a medalist.
Right.
Yes.
Excellent. And you're now just 23, yes?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Paul, final word from you as to how persons can get into the meet and where they can see the meet.
The UTEC Classic will be at the National Stadium. It's a small package, short package. We begin at 4 o'clock, and by 8:30, you'll all be out and on your way home.
Costs quickly?
It's $1,000 per person. It's grandstand only, and it is more than worth the value. Students with ID, $700. It's more than worth the value. the best athletes will be on show.
And TVJ will be bringing some of that as well.
TVJ will bring in some of that as well.
All right, I think we'll be having some coverage on TVJ and TVJ SN. All right, Paul Francis and Genevieve Russell, thank you so very much for joining us here on Iron Sports, and we wish you all the very best, and of course we will be there too.
Thank you. Awesome.
All right, so we have lots more coming up here on Iron Sports. We take a break and come back.